You don't want to go anywhere before you drop any hot cash with the totally marked up prices on eBay for this Kestis Cere Junda Galaxy's Edge lightsaber. I have got 6 pros and 6 cons that you're going to want to know about before you think about purchasing saber staff. So let's do this. Yeah. Hey Star Wars fans, thank you very much for clicking on my channel. As always, this is Finding the Force, where I cover everything Star Wars, and I will be your host as always, Obi-Dad Kenobi. Hello there. Please take a quick moment to hit that like button, that thumbs up. It really helps my channel if you click the arrow and you share this video on social media and with your friends. So first of all, for all of you big Jedi Survivor, Jedi Fallen Order fans, I want to tell you that I'm really sorry to hear the bad news that this thing sold out like wicked fast on Shop Disney on May the 4th. You're definitely going to want to watch this video before you drop any hot cash, buying this with a markup on eBay, because I heard that they were sold out. So this is the decorative crate that houses the limited edition Kestis. Brings back memories of that waiting screen from Jedi Fallen Order. Arabesh on the side, and on the back it shows how you can unscrew the centerpiece and remove both of the speaker chassis, replace the batteries. You may have caught my preliminary review that I did on Main Street at Disneyland. Didn't go so hot. My Cere Junda side didn't make any sounds to go with the colors. I was a little bummed that it was defective, but Disney totally came through and shipped a replacement to my house, which was greatly appreciated because you guys, for all of those people who bought them, I assumed that they lived down there because this thing is huge. So this would take up some serious real estate in your luggage if you were trying to fly this back with you, unless you were gonna call it a carry-on. I don't know, you might have to get creative. But it was kind of a madhouse that morning. So when you open the crate, there's this foam pad and comes with this really cool card showing the number of the limited edition that you have. And all the other box sets, like the Obi-Wan or the Skywalker and stuff, they have it all inscribed in the metal plaque on the lid as you open it. But this one is a card, so kind of unique that way. And here we have the Kestis Cere Junda Legacy Lightsaber. One of a kind, definitely a surprise, and kind of curious again why they would release a Jedi Fallen Order saber staff. I haven't gotten to really dive into Jedi Survivor, but I don't think that Cal really gets this sort of signature look in the game. And especially because everything is wicked customizable, I don't even know if Cal has a signature look to his saber. We won't even go there. We won't even start the debate of what is Cal's saber or not, right? So let's get started with the pros and cons, shall we? The first con about this saber is its pure size. And I'm gonna put size and weight together. This thing is seriously thick, probably the proper length for a saber staff, and crazy heavy, probably twice as heavy as any saber staff that you caught on Artsabers, for example. And they have a ton of Kestis sabers, and I'll talk about their sabers in a moment because this thing was $400 retail, right, before tax. So think about if you're looking on eBay, what are you gonna be paying, $600 or so? And check this out, if you're paying $600 for a limited edition Galaxy's Edge, if you go a little bit further, you could get a fully Neopixel smooth swing with all the features from Artsabers for only $700. And they've got tons of single variations of Cal saber, everything from weathered to the Survivor pommel that's kind of blunted with the D-ring and stuff like that. They have, I don't know, I've lost track of how many different variations that they have. So think about that when it comes to the price. Let's quickly weigh this bad boy though. This lightsaber comes in at almost 5.5 pounds. 5.5, you guys. This is no joke. If you have younglings, you do not want this to crack them in the head. This is no joke. Crazy heavy. You're not going to want to take this to the parks. It has a belt clip, but I mean, guys, you're just going to be walking around the park like this. So if you have no backpack and no water bottle, then maybe that's okay. But enjoying your sabers in the parks might be something you guys are concerned with, right? So that's my first con. My first pro is actually the price, because this is a really unique saber, right? And you're not gonna be able to find one like this for anything close to this price. Especially for the Cere Junda saber, I don't think that companies like Artsabers have caught up to making this model yet. It's probably on the way, so you might wanna just wait a little bit. But as of right now, you're probably looking at $1,000 or more for this saber staff. So the price is actually a pro in my book. Now, a big con to this saber that actually really left me feeling disappointed is that in the box, I was really hoping for caps, end cap. So you could break them apart and have one saber in each hand, but there's no caps included in the box. It's just a saber staff, it unscrews, and there's 2 chassis with batteries you can remove to replace the batteries. So kind of a bummer, but something you guys should definitely know. All right, here, I can't fit the whole thing in the camera. Here is the Cal Kestis side. And you know what? Let's just answer that burning question right now. Is this identical to the original Cal Kestis from Galaxy's Edge? The answer is yes. It looks virtually identical, except they did get rid of this black scribble that really was inconsistent on a lot of sabers. So that's good. They got rid of that. But generally speaking, everything else is the exact same. I still need some Gooby Gone over here on this. Now the leather wrap is really cool. And as you can see here, these lines actually line up here with the leather straps. This metal piece here kind of acts as a divider, but this is actually where the connector ends. And it's really cool. Like you can see this piece here where it's actually lined up. It lines up right over here as well. All right, guys, so take a quick look at this notch and then take a look at this notch. It's only off by a hair, you know, and I don't know. I don't mean to be an over stickler. I mean, it's pretty much lined up, but if you tighten it all the way so it's super tight, it's off by like a hair. I'm not sure how you would fix a little bit of a hair like that, maybe with some tape, but just something that's worth noting. And here is the Cere Junda side that is very unique. I mean, look at all the crazy detail in this thing, from all these accents and greeblies of this portion here. Again, the leather straps are a really cool look. The flared emitter, we got this soft gold color. And by the way, I can't forget, guys, I removed I lost count, 17 small stickers off of this thing, and this one is still driving me crazy. Look at this. Can you guys see that? There is junk all over this thing. I've already Gooby Goned this, but I should have spent more time. I just was trying to get ready for the video, but there's so much Gooby Gone schmutz right there. It's driving me crazy. This is a really cool accent color. It makes the saber look really interesting, having the different colors and design to it. These screws look very real. They have metal ones here, and these screws are more decorative, but I mean, it's a really cool look. It's a very unique saber. Even on top of everything else, they added one more little button on the side there. How cool is that? That's a big pro in my book, is that this switch that looks like a switch activates the saber here, and the exact similar type of mechanism activates this Cere Junda side over there. So switches that look like they belong on the saber, more natural, are definitely a plus. We've seen with a lot of the legacy sabers, they'll have little greeblies that could easily be buttons, but Disney would just put, or the manufacturer would put a button like off to the side that looks really obnoxious. So a big pro is that the buttons are totally blended in. And of course, another pro to this saber is that it does come with a pretty cool decorative crate. Especially the custom sabers, they'll come with stands, but not decorative crates, or especially like my Obi-Wan from D23 that plays music, you know, like the Anakin and Obi-Wan Mustafar box set played music, and it's a pretty cool decorative feature, you know? So as I'm putting blades in, one of the downsides to this saber is that it's limited. Bummer, right? Puts an urgency on it, marks up the price, no bueno. And a pro to this saber and all Galaxy's Edge Legacy sabers, they go in, punch, lock, twist, you're good to go. You cannot put a blade in a saber faster than that. All right, let's fire up this bad boy here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, dude. Yes. Man, it is cool. I mean, it looks cool. It's got awesome detail. It'll look good on display. So that's a really big pro, that this is the first, and I'm saying it carefully, the first Legacy lightsaber that turns all 6 colors. Blue, green, red, purple, white, yellow. So let's check it out. So if these 2 buttons activate the saber, when you turn the saber over, the same buttons you hold for just a few seconds. Bam! And then you got green blades. And of course they can change colors on each side. So changing colors, big pro. So the downside, if you guys didn't notice already, if you change the colors, listen carefully. the sounds don't change. You know, and I know in... Here, I gotta turn this off for a second. In Jedi Fallen Order, the colors did have slightly different tones of sound. I did a review ages ago of my Kestis Saber staff, and I have it only loaded with Kyber Phonics, like full 6-font package. He did an awesome job with the force effects and the soundtracks and stuff. So yes, can change colors, but the sounds don't change like the Ahsoka Tano sabers, where the blue and the green alternate, but it completely has the different blue and green lightsaber sounds that change with it. So my final con for this video is that I don't really think the center piece for the staff is well vented for sound. Here, check out the vents one more time. You guys see that? It's only a few of those little tiny holes on both sides, but what they did was they sculpted it to look very subtle into the wrapping of the connector. So I'll give them props for that, making it look more flush and not so obvious. Listen again. Now I'm in a quiet room, dead quiet. You can hear it. It's cool. If you were at a Disney park, I think you'd be very hard pressed to hear it. Not to mention, if you're doing tricks with it, your hand wants to be in the center of the staff to kind of balance the weight, right? Right over where the speakers are. And that goes with any saber staff, but a lot of connectors have vents that go all the way around so that there would always be some vents that were open. If you hold it like this, you can barely hear it now. So it's just something that's notable because it is definitely more of a quieter, but I can definitely hear it better now than I could on Main Street out in public. It was very hard to hear. Bam. Oh, Sith Cal, you beat the game? Yeah. And let's just check out the clash effects. And I hope you guys can hear that. It's like a really short, punchy clash effect. Cool sounds. All right, guys, it's time for you to leave a comment down below. What do you think of my pros and cons? And do you think that you would like to add this to your collection? Who are crazy about Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor, and this is your best bet for the price. I haven't heard anything so far about Hasbro making one of these, so you know, I hope you can get your hands on one. I hate when they make them limited. So again, please leave a comment down below what you guys think of this saber and what you think of all my pros and cons. I'd really appreciate your support. Thank you for watching to the end of my video. Take care, be safe out there, guys, and have an awesome Star Wars day. Yes!